Good morning. It's Bone Cabot's knit and crochet designer for one-of-a-kind makers who dare to be original, and you're watching Monday Morning Motivation. Well, it's just me this morning. Something came up for Sarah, so she anticipated that she wouldn't be available this Monday. So it's just me, and I got to pick a quote, and I didn't have one ready, but I did write something down yesterday, so I must have heard something good yesterday. And so the quote that I actually wrote down actually is from Rachel Hollis. There were two quotes. Don't save your best ideas, create them. And then the one that we're going to talk about today is make moves or excuses. You don't get to do both. And so I don't know what she was talking about, but clearly when I wrote it down, I thought it was a good one. So what better one to just unpack and work on this week? And if you are watching, say hi so I know who's joining me today. And if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know your response to it or what you guys are working on this week, so we could help pray over and support what you're working on this week. So make moves or excuses. You don't get to do both. Basically, it's either moving the needle in your life. So you either take the action and take the action so that you move forward and keep moving forward. You either do that or you make excuses for why you're not doing that. Like for me and Netflix. Why I'm not going forward. But actually, I had a very successful, very productive weekend this week because I was in the, we did a photo shoot this week, and I haven't had a big photo shoot like what we just did in a long while. But I figured there's a change. I wanted a change in my brand. So I thought that now's a good time to do what I want to show you guys how I upload, how I, hold on, what am I in the middle of? Okay. I want to show you how I edit my photos. I figured this is a great opportunity to share with how I do that. But I want to make sure I have enough. Just try these. So instead of a white shirt now, I'm doing a black shirt. And is it batch uploading? Is that what's going on here? Oh, awesome. Okay, let me see. I've never shared a screen here before. Morning, Ellie. I've never shared a screen before, but I'm gonna try it and see if you guys see this. Screen sharing is easiest with two monitors. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Okay, let's try to share the screen and see what it looks like. Oh. Share. Whoa, there's like an infinite thingy here. Can you see that? If I do this, can you see that? So this is what my screen looks like right now. And then I'm hoping you're seeing this, Ellie. So this is PhotoFuse. So what it is this is the Mary pattern that you're working on. And this is a free app. Oh, I see how it's squiggly lines. I don't want that. So I don't want the magic one. I want to do that. So let's just erase this first. Erase. I want to undo that. And what you want to do is just highlight. So my wall, so we take our pictures behind a wall, a white wall. And to give you, so you just basically highlight what you want. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, but you want a little bit of out on the outside of it because you don't want any blurriness. And then what you do, so what that does is it takes this back and it puts it against a white background. This shadow, I want to include that in there. And let's see how, and then see how it cleans it up. And then go to the next one. I just want to make sure, can you see that? I'm hoping I'm sharing this right. This is going to be an interesting Monday morning motivation here. But people are always asking. So that's how I'm uploading a photo. Let me see if I can find another one. Here's one. Here's a different one. See how the background is not as white, but this is how I get my clean white background. So I do my editing in 2 steps. I take a whole bunch of pictures, right? And then what I do is in my phone, when I'm all done, I crop my photos. Basically, I cut out the light switch that's to the left of her, and I basically crop to the point where I get a close-up of the model. So once I crop my picture, I then see how, so you highlight everything, and now look, so see how it's gray, but look at it, I have to get to see that big screen, I have to get the Pro, which is $5 a month. And I used to do that, but I hadn't done photos in a while, so I canceled that membership. So now I just do the free. But you could see it closer. And when, I wonder why they won't, so that's the first one that I did. And so see how the background is whiter, and then see how, so it was like, now it's just a nice clean white background. That is the extent of my photo editing. And so all it does is it gives you a clean white background. I hope that helps. Awesome. So that's how I edit my photos, and that's how I use PhotoFuse. And see. So so that was what I did this weekend. So on Saturday we just spent the whole day taking photos of all my scars that I have that were originally in white backgrounds. Try and do another one in white backgrounds, and now and then so I wanted to rebrand and change it to a black shirt. And then so if you want to know how people do clean white backgrounds, this is it. So you just take it, see how like gray it is, and then it's going to be set. Once I hit finish, it's going to be white, a beautiful white background. It's loading. See? Ta-da! Bam! And now you got a clean white background. Now we want to remove share screen, and I'm back to me. Good morning, Nancy. So glad you're joining. So there's a little bonus. So that's what I did all weekend. I've been on my phone all weekend in the middle of stuff, just cropping my pictures. So once I crop my pictures, I delete the original huge picture and I just save the crop pictures and I save it into Dropbox. And then I save it into Dropbox. And then that's all this is from my phone. And now that it's in my Dropbox, I just got to notice that my Dropbox is full. So I really have to do some cleaning out there. Then I pull it up on my computer and do the photo fuse on the computer because I don't think there's an app for it. And then you do the photo fuse in the computer, unless there isn't. I haven't looked for it recently. But it's easier to do it with a mouse and the computer, and then highlight the item. In my case, it's the model wearing the scarf, and then click finish, and it takes whatever you didn't highlight, it makes that whole thing white. Now, what I noticed is, even though it helps to put it in a white background, like so my pictures are in a white background, and all it does is clean up the white in the background. But there are some photos where the light switch was there, but it doesn't make the whole thing white. It just makes it, it doesn't like make it a blank canvas, but it does turn the light switch white. So it doesn't omit pictures altogether. So that's just a little bonus. So that was what I did all weekend long, and that's what I've been working on. And now I have to spend this week batching. And then what that does for me is I help batch my pictures so that when I'm ready to like post or share or do stuff, it's all like good edited photos, and then I get rid of whatever is not good. So make moves or excuses. You don't get to do both. Meaning, if I didn't spend my weekend being productive in that aspect of it, then that's what we have a tendency that when we don't get to do the things that we want to do, or we don't take the actions to pursue the things that we want to take actions towards, we make excuses. I mean, there are reasons why we're not doing this. There are reasons why we're not moving forward. There are reasons why we're not pursuing our dreams. There are reasons why, like, there's lots of reasons, valid reasons, not valid reasons, all kinds of reasons, but they really are just excuses for that. Because Sarah, something came up for Sarah, she wasn't going to do Monday morning motivation. And I was like, I was up late. I don't want to get up early. Monday mornings are tough. And I was like, today would be a perfect day to just sleep in an hour and not do it, just to call this off and not do it. And I'm like, and I was tempted many times last night. I was tempted to not even set my alarm, just to set my alarm and just go, hey, share a post saying, gonna cancel today, But, and then even this morning, I was like, all right, I'll turn on the alarm. And then if I really am too tired, I will just not come on. But I'm like, what if somebody else shows up? And if not, it was something I commit myself to, And I was like, okay. And then the alarm went off and I'm up and I'm like, okay. And this is 5 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, now I'm having a slow morning. I make my tea, go to the bathroom, play with my phone. I open my planner. I'm doing all these things. I had to do laundry. There was a big pile of laundry right here, right in my space to film, which that was going to be the big excuses. Or change rooms and go on my computer. Go on my phone in the kitchen instead of the living room, or instead of the dining room here in the studio with the laptop. These are all the excuses I have in my head ready to go as to why I wouldn't show up this morning. First no Zara, then no quote, then no, you know what I mean? Now laundry pile right here. I'm functioning on 5 hours sleep, which is not ideal for me. This is all the excuses I would have had but somehow 6:50 or 5:50, I was like, okay, clear off the table, turn on the laptop, load it up, and let's see what happens. And then I remembered, I'm like, I thought I had a quote wrote down yesterday. I was like, let's see if it's valid today. And it turned out to be valid. It's make moves or excuses. You don't get to do both. So I ended up making the move, and here I am, Monday morning motivation. If I didn't, then all those excuses would have been legitimate excuses as to why I didn't show up today for Monday morning motivation. And this is just the tiny aspect of this quote. Like, this is just the tiny aspect of what we're doing. And the point of these lives is being intentional with our time and setting intentional with our time. We get up and we come on this Monday morning motivation because it's the start of the week and we want to make it a good week. And I want to like recenter and ground myself into say, okay, what is it I want to accomplish this week? What is it that I want to get through and get done, and prepare my thought and prepare for it. And the alternative of not being intentional is to hi, I did not know you. If you said hi, I am wondering. I did say hi, Nancy. I'm wondering if you were going to be doing crochet tutorials. I can do crochet tutorials. What do you need to know? I love. I'm actually working on. Actually, do you guys want a sneak peek while you're here? So. Right now, my 2 dockets that I have lined up to film for tutorial videos are for the 2 patterns, for the Phoebe and for the Mary. The Mary is the first one that I need to be filming, and that's to show the basket weave. And but if you need to know a specific stitch or something, I'll be happy to show you. Right now I'm working on a knitted scarf, and it's the triple yarn method. And so basically it's coming out of 1 skein and 3 and then a 3-ply. Wondering if you're going to be doing crochet tutorials. So I have a couple of crochet tutorials on the channel, and that is usually how people find me. Actually, my number 1 way of people finding this YouTube channel is for how to strand a doll hair, and then I have some tutorials on how to make doll clothes, crochet doll clothes, and all that. So I do have some tutorials. Do I foresee future tutorials? A little bit, but that's all depending on what people come on this channel for. And right now, the majority of the people that are finding this channel, or that are actually, I should say, that are staying on this channel, that are subscribing to the channel, is more towards chatting with a maker lifestyle. So for other aspects than to learn how to knit and crochet with me. Originally, I did come on to basically, I opened the channel to help show people how to knit and crochet. but the ones that actually stay are the ones that like need more, are more or less makers that already know how to knit and crochet, but they just kind of need more. And so it's just become like a channel where we're kind of like helping and motivating each other to stay creative and be creative and just to do the work and do the action. And because so that's where more of my videos, like, well, that's where I should say where these lives are coming from. But if you want to learn a certain thing or have a question about a knit project or a crochet project, I'm a prolific knitter and I'm a master crocheter. So that's why I come on live on Saturdays at 9 a.m. or we do these Monday morning motivations. So if you have a specific question that that you want, this is uh, then we could take requests and see what people are asking for. It's a pretty scarf. Would you? I would you do a tutorial crochet an organizer for yarn, crochet hooks, and stitch markers? Nancy, actually, I've never done a crochet organizer for, but I did search that on YouTube. And if you search uh, crochet organizer, there are multiple tutorial videos on crochet organizers, uh, on how to do that, and a multiple of instructions on how to crochet an organizer. And what it probably would assume is you can just, this is a seed stitch knitted scarf. And what it is if you do, I'm assuming if you want to do a square, right, and then you fold it, you can attach it. Okay. And then there's a one that she was actually doing like strips, and then to do where it's two panels and then you sew in the one and then you could have hooks in the other, like a book binding kind of deal. There's so many, but there are already tutorials on there. And I don't want to say that there are already, like, I don't want to just, if you need help in that, because there are a couple of videos that have really great tutorial videos on how to organize. So for me to do one, I would have to make it and then figure out a way to that would be useful. And it's just something that it's not even on my radar to even create. But there are a lot of videos already on there to do a crochet organizer, and they're really good tutorials. So I would check that out. Search YouTube, because there are already a lot of them. But as for me doing it, I make scarves and handbags. Is my new love right now. So this is the one handbag that I'm working on with the leather underneath and the little foot. And I added the strap. So now right now this one is kind of in limbo because I'm not sure if I want to do like a flap. Originally I wanted to do a leather flap that's going to go over it and it'll be the lid for this. But now I'm like, do I put an insert in here, fabric insert, and just close it up and zip it up, or do crochet like almost like a snap right here and just close it up that way. So I'm not sure about that, but those are my projects right now. And this one is a knitted scarf that I'm working on, and it's a pattern idea for for the future. So I'm going to do several versions of this scarf before I finish and complete. So I'm working on a pattern design right now. Creatively, I should say. They're not physical patterns that I'm working on just yet. But there's my next pattern after I finish Mary and Phoebe, and this will be the third one that will be coming out. So that's my projects for now. But as far as a crochet organizer, that is not in my foreseeable future. But if you have a question on how to make something, if you are in the middle of reading instructions and pattern, and I'm more than happy to show you or help you, walk you through it. If you need help with that, that's the point of these lives, so that you have access to me and my brain. Instead of me planning out and doing film tutorials on certain stitches, I figure the best way I can serve this channel is to just come on here live and show you if you have a specific question about it. And so that's my tutorial plans. So the only time I actually will do the only thing like that I have in the foreseeable future is to answer the questions, a specific question about it. So what are you guys working on this week? Do you have any big plans? Anything? Any big projects you're working on? So I feel like, what did I do here? I got myself in a knot of some sort, and I'm not sure how I got myself this way. I wrapped this yarn out too many times. That's all right. It's gonna get buried. I'm just gonna go with it. So, Ellie, if you're still on, how you doing with the bullet journal? I love my, that's what happened. I got wrapped up in the other thing. I love my new daily layout. So I've done this for a whole week, and I'm experimenting with this layout for the month, and that is, so I start off with my, on the left is the date. So basically I had it all pre-filled out. So this was yesterday's, right? So today's Monday, and then hourly account. So I just have the date. So I'll fill in how my hour looks, how my daily, how I'm filling in my time. I fill in this way, or I have it pre-scheduled already in the calendar. And then on this side, I just put in my notes. So like, this is what Saturday looked like, so there's my calendar. That's everything I worked on that day. And then on this side is just the notes that I had correlating with that day, and my goals and my agendas, and any notes that I'm taking, any thoughts, anything. So I'm loving this layout. And then so since that's all pre-filled in, like pre-set, so my pages for November is all preset, and then my collections start after that. And I'm loving this new layout, which is helping me a lot. So if you let me know how your setup is for your dailies, or how your collections are going. And then that's pretty much it. So here we are at 6:30. Beautiful scarf. Thank you. So you ready for the trick? This is the end. This is the edge. And so what happens is, let's see, is my scarf down here? Actually, it is. Hold on. I can go get it for you. Give me 1 second. So you're ready for the sneak peek. So there's the end, right? This is another one. This is the one I've had for a while. So here's your end and how. So you could wear this scarf, so then you make it really, 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 really long, right? And you can tie it as normal. It's just a regular long scarf. But what makes this one special? So there's your end with your pouch, right? And then you can wrap it around your neck 3 times over. You can make it long, wear it long. And then see where the hole is? Ta-da! It goes through. And then so that can be long, like that. Or, oh my gosh, my hair. The other way. It's hard because this mirror is doing the opposite effect here. Or, so depending on how long you want to make it, I'm going to wrap it around twice. Oh my god, this hair. There's hair in this scarf. All right. So what happens is, so there's like a regular scarf, right? Wrap it around. And then you stick it in here. So this is just a different way to do the knot. Instead of a knot, just so when you stick it in this loop, and this is how it looks. So this is my next scarf idea. And this will be the next pattern that I'm working on. So there's your sneak peek, and then it just stays in place and it's nice and flat, and then you don't have to worry about it. And so that is my next scarf pattern after the Phoebe, after the Mary. And then I'm gonna need a name for this bad boy, but I'm doing several versions of that. Baby hat and started gloves, never done before. Ooh. Like mittens or like with fingers? Gloves with fingers, right? I guess it's a mitten if it's just a hand and no fingers, but it's a glove with fingers. That's exciting. I need to do that too because my brother is having another baby due early January, so possibly Christmas baby, but most likely early January. So I was thinking, I was like, I need to do something for the new baby. You know, it'll be Milo's brother. And so I was like thinking about that. So I'll be doing some baby hats and baby gloves. Maybe that'll be a good gift for them. Are you following a pattern or are you doing it yourself? Are you doing your own thing or are you following a specific pattern? Ellie. There's a great YouTube video on how to make a baby booty. I've done that for a while. It didn't start until December. Doesn't start until December using. Oh, your bujo doesn't start till December using dry erase board until then, but I'll still use it after I start the journal too. What doesn't start till December? So the dry erase board is a good way for you with your family. So that's what was I gonna say? Boy, my brain is just like, this should be an interesting Monday morning motivation. But in truth, if you want to know what it looks like to get up and pursue and set intention for your week. So I'll be working on this in the middle of Netflixing. And the other thing I'm in the middle of doing is editing all those photos. So I hope you found that useful. Um, the photo views, people are always asking, how do you edit your photos and you take care of your photos that way? But so that I have a whole bunch to do, and we're talking that assignment alone, editing the photos, is like a beast, because when I have my model, I take photos, and I think I'm up to, like, back in the day, I used to just click, 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 front, back, side, and then change the fold of the scarf, do the different variations to wear the scarf, and I would take a whole bunch of pictures. I could easily accumulate to 1,200 photos in one photo session for like 6 scarves. On Saturday, I limited my photos to 3 photos at a time so that I wouldn't be overwhelmed by the editing process of which one was better. So I take about 2 to 3, and then get the most focused, crop that. And that's been all on my phone all weekend, was go through the 3, get the most focused, and then crop that, and then save it into Dropbox. So that's what I've been doing nonstop. So then my next step after that is to come onto the computer and do that photo fuse like I showed you. Highlight the model, and then photo fuse will make the background bright white and clean up the background. And then I do that, and I'll save that into Dropbox and organize those. And then so I'll have pictures all ready to go whenever I want to, post or share or do whatever. And batching those two is a huge time saver, but it's so time consuming, because by the time I'm done, I would say, because there's probably 3 or 4 variations on how to wear the scarf. And we have front, back, and left and right. That's 4. 4 times 3. We're at 12. 4 times 3. So I could get up to about 12 to 15 finished photos. Finished. So not the befores, even before that. Finished photos of a certain scarf, all with edited pictures, all ready to go. It's time consuming, and I think inventory, I must have, like, I think we took 30, 40 scarves I have in the inventory. So that's a long time. So I think this whole week I will be editing photos and everything, but I'm really happy about that. We finally changed it into the black because the Mary pattern needed a new set of photos. And the black is gonna help a lot with that. Actually, let me do one more. I'll share one more. Just a sneak peek. I share. Okay, so there's the screen. Look at all the various. This is what I'm looking at that you're actually seeing. I'm gonna go over here, find another on the photo. So you see how the background is like dark, even though it's white, it's dark. Let's do another. Mary one. Here's a great one. So I'll do some close-ups and some not. It's a great one. So this one. So you see how the background is like not as bright and clean. It's just like gray. And then just highlight. I'm glad that I actually have this. I'm glad that I'm able to do this one right now, because so this is what I'll sit here and do for, what did I say? 3 or 4 times, 4 or 5 per per position. So I'll be doing this, and then I just click finish, and then it takes a couple of seconds to load up. And then I just want to show you, look at how nice and clean and white now the background is. So if you're wondering, if you ever look at my pictures, how I get the white background, that's what's happening. I think it's a lot better. It's just a lot cleaner. And then there's that. Let me cancel this. And we're back and we're off. So mittens, but thumbs and pointer finger are gloves. Get out. Nancy, that's how you found me, through the doll underwear? That's awesome. I am crocheting a blanket. I will be crocheting doilies. That's nice. Do you follow patterns when you do the doily? Oh, you got the pattern on Etsy? Awesome. Awesome, Ellie. That's cool. Hey, Dale. What are you found me at 6:45 on Monday morning. Dale is my godmother. She's an amazing, amazing human being. It's so cool that you're on here. So, and we're just about to wrap up too. So it has a planner and a bullet journal. I feel like Ellie is watching. Ellie, are you watching me live? Because I feel like it has a planner and a bullet journal pages. Cool. Is that your white? Are you talking about your whiteboard? So Dale, if you haven't caught I'm on every Monday with a co-host of mine, but she was unavailable this morning. So we get on here at 6 a.m. every Monday to share a quote, talk about what we're doing, and help motivate each other, and to show what it looks like for women who are pursuing their dreams, and who are and what that looks like on Monday morning. So we thought we would turn on the camera and show what it looks like to get up and set intentions to how to have a fantastic week in pursuing your best versions. So that's the point of these Monday morning motivations. If this is your first time catching these, but she's unavailable, so it's just me babbling this morning. So I thought I'd take the time and show people how I edit my photos, because V was just over doing a massive photo shoot on Saturday. And so I'm so glad that you came on. Nancy, you are doing doilies. Oh, and you find the doilies on patterns. That's cool. That's cool. All right, ladies. This is supposed to be 30 minutes, and somehow I managed to babble myself along into 47 minutes. So I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Remember, the quote, this week's quote, I'm so proud of you. Oh, Dale, thank you. Thank you. I know. Dale knows me. So Dale knows me. She knows me when I was a little wee wee. And I'm incredibly shy, and I'm a huge introvert, and it always, even to this day, it fascinates me that I have a life on YouTube. Dale, it is mind-blowing to me. So the quote, make moves or excuses, you don't get to do both. So you either take the action and do things that keep you moving forward, or you'll make excuses as to why you weren't pursuing your best version that day. So hope you guys have a fantastic week. We're back. I'm on Saturday at 9 a.m. Not sure what the topic will be for Saturday, but last Saturday was Choice is Your Superpower. And I ended up that I was worried about that live, but that ended up being a really good live uh, about choice being your superpower. And so I don't know what this Saturday is going to be, but Monday, hopefully Sarah will be back, and then we'll have another fantastic quote for you to work on and to unpack and show up your best way. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys next time. God bless. Bye.